Gopijana vallabha girivaradhari. Gopijana vallabha girivaradhari. Yasodanandana brajajana ranjana. Yasodanandana brajajana ranjana. Yamuna tira vanachari. Yamuna tira vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari. Yasodanandana brajajana ranjana. Yasodanandana brajajana ranjana. Yasodanandana brajajana ranjana. Yamuna tira vanacharina. Yamuna tira vanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Ram Sankirtan ki, Krishna Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanand. Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vāsudevāya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayarmudirayet Nashtapraya Svabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangu Langayatengirim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Sri Gurodina Tarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 7, Text 12. Sa vai nivṛtti-dharmeṇa Sa vai nivṛtti-dharmeṇa vāsudevānukampayā vāsudevānukampayā bhagavad-bhakti-yogena bhagavad-bhakti-yogena tirodhatte śanairih sa vai nivṛtti-dharmeṇa vāsudevānukampayā bhagavad-bhakti-yogena tirodhatte śanairih. Sa vai nivṛtti-dharmeṇa vāsudevānukampayā bhagavad-bhakti-yogena sa vai nivṛtti-dharmeṇa vāsudevānukampayā bhagavad-bhakti-yogena tirodhatte śanairih bhagavad-bhakti-dharmeṇa vāsudevānukampayā bhagavad-bhakti-yogena. Vaishnavis. Sa vai nivṛtti-dharmeṇa bhagavad-bhakti-yogena tirodhatte śanairih. Word to word meaning. Saha, that. Vai, also. Nivṛtti, detachment. Dharmeṇa, by engagement. Vāsudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anukampayā, by the mercy of bhagavat, in relation with the personality of Godhead. Bhakti-yogena, by linking up. Tirodhatte, diminishes. śanaih, gradually, iha, in this existence. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. But that misconception of self-identity can be diminished gradually by the mercy of the Personality of Godhead Vāsudeva through the process of devotional service to the Lord in the mode of detachment. Can you repeat after me? But that misconception of self-identity can be diminished gradually by the mercy of the Personality of Godhead Vāsudeva through the process of devotional service to the Lord in the mode of detachment. Purport. The quivering quality of material existence, which comes from identification with matter or from thinking oneself under the material influence of philosophical speculation to be God, can be eradicated by the devotional service to the Lord, by the mercy of the Personality of Godhead, Vāsudeva. As discussed in the First Canto, because the application of devotional service to Lord Vāsudeva invites pure knowledge, it quickly detaches one from the material conception of life and thus revives one normal condition of spiritual existence, even in this life, and frees one from material winds which cause one to quiver. Only knowledge in devotional service can elevate one towards the path of liberation. The development of knowledge for the purpose of knowing everything without rendering devotional service is considered fruitless labor, and one cannot get the desired result by such labor of love. Lord Vāsudeva is pleased by devotional service only, and thus His mercy is realized by association with pure devotees of the Lord. Pure devotees of the Lord are transcendental to all material desires, including the desire for the results of fruitive activities and philosophical speculation. If one wants to acquire the mercy of the Lord, he has to associate with pure devotees. Such association alone can, by degrees, release one from the quivering elements. Thus ends the translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada in connection with further inquiries by Vidura from Canto 3, Chapter 7, Text 12. Om Jnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo me Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I would like to welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class, today's morning. And here we are discussing Canto 3, Chapter 7, Text 12, Further Inquiries by Vidur. So as we know, this conversation between Sri Maitreya and Vidurji is happening from somewhere chapter 5th. Yeah. So Vidurji is asking Maitreya Rishi that please tell something which is very relevant to the common masses, common people. Sukhaya karmani karoti lok. So in that connection, he also asked that please elaborate about how this material creation was made by the Lord. Sarga, Visarga, how again the Brahmaji creates, and how this whole universal positioning of all the different planets, who is staying which place. So then, answering these questions, Maitreya Rishi describes starting from how everything was before unmanifest, and from there became everything manifest. So Lord was there. Lord is there in, not was, we cannot say. Lord is always there in his abode, and at some particular time he got the desire that I have to wake this sleeping energy. So Lord got the desire, and after that subsequently there came upon Mahatattva, before that Pradhan, and 3 more, some material nature comes, then false ego, then everything comes. Then the Virat Rupa creation take place, the creation of Virat Rupa. And then now Maitreya Rishi is going ahead toward Visarga, how Brahmaji creates this whole material universe, and how he puts different living entities at different places. So as Maitreya Rishi is about to start, Vidurji comes up again with very pleasing attitude, humbly. He asked these 4 questions to Maitreya Rishi. The first question he asked, that how Supreme Lord is dealing with this material nature, three modes of material nature, and how does his activities is unchangeable's activity take place and exhibit qualities without the modes of nature. So even though he is nirguna, how he is dealing with guna, and how he is not getting affected by these gunas. Second question that he asked, that is, usually children are very much apt of playing, they don't want to study, so they feel very great pleasure in playing along with their friends. So, but here also we see Krishna is playing. Krishna has so many different pastimes. This whole material creation is play, right? And in that we are also some subordinate players, right? So why does Krishna, all the desires gets fulfilled just like that? Why he takes up this playing business? What is he getting out of it? The second question, third question, he asked that living entities are always conscious, never unconscious. Whether he is sleeping or whether he is acting, every time he is conscious. But how that conscious, ever conscious living entity he gets into this material world and he suffers. So then the fourth question that he asked, that along with living entities, Krishna is always there as Paramatma. Living entity is not alone. If living entity would have been alone, he is conscious. Then sometimes, because as Srila Prabhupada gives the example of the small particle of fire coming out from the big fire. As it comes out, then it's lost, right? It's lost and lost. But we are not that ordinary type of fire. We are a special fire. That we are such type of particles of fire, even though we are out along with us, the big fire is also there. But even in that condition, we are suffering in this material world. So, these all things are very astonishing. These are all questions. So, it was very astonishing to Maitreya Rishi also, but because Maitreya Rishi is directly instructed by the Lord, is pure devotee, so he is now proceeding ahead, giving answers. The first he tells about how some people, they speak out of logic. That they say that Supreme Lord is transcendental. At the same time, when he comes in this material world, he gets conditioned by this three modes of material nature. He comes under clutch of Maya. So for them, Maitreya Rishi tells that these people are out of logic. Where he goes, yeah. This is against all logic. This is against all logic. Then secondly, he tells that people in this world, they are seeing something which actually is not happening. Right? Whatever we are able to see, it is actually dream. Swasirat chedanadika. A person in the dream is seeing that his head is cut off. And also we know, Uddhavji tells, Krishna tells to Uddhav that three types of dreaming we do. Dreaming in mode of goodness, dreaming in mode of passion, and dreaming in mode of ignorance. So, any material activity we are doing, opening, keeping our eyes open, this is what is called dreaming in the mode of goodness. And dreaming in mode of passion means we really dream. Means sometimes maybe 5 or 6 hours we go to sleep, and sometimes we won't go too much deep into sleep, so then we dream also, right? So really we take things in the dream very seriously. We won't take cheaply, right? Because we are into it. We have no connection with the dream in mode of goodness and dream in mode of ignorance. What is dreaming in mode of ignorance is no sleep, no dream at all, full slumber. The people, they say that he is sleeping, selling all the elephants and horses. In Hindi say, ghoda bech ke sona. Means he sleeps like that, finished, he is dead. He is dead man. So that is sleeping and dreaming in the mode of ignorance. So in all these three phases, hardly we see that there is any connection with these three phases. When we are into it, then there is out of connection of this. When we get up, then we get into this phase. Okay, what's happening in this world? Okay, let's see. But this is also a dream. But we are identifying ourselves with this dream. And we are getting different types of experiences. So in this material world, which is actually always changing, asaswatam, and in this asaswatam material world, we have identifying ourselves, right? That's what in a dream. Just like, you get a new car. Suppose you get a new car and you are out there going from Mayapur to Calcutta, and somewhere in between there was a truck, and truck just passed, just giving a very gentle scratch to your car. Then when you come out in Calcutta from the car, you say, "Arey, such a horrible scratch in my car." How one feels? If you really identify with the car, how he feels? Do you feel that, okay, anyway, it's Krishna's car? And, oh, as if somebody has scratched the heart. Yeah. How come it happened? So this is a misidentifying ourselves with the matter. Sometimes in early days, in villages there used to be ambassador cars. How many of you remember? White ambassador cars, Nova and the Classic. In India it was. So sometimes it won't work, right? so the driver has to go in, and someone from the back side, they have to give a push. Then the driver opens the knob and gives the key, right? Then all of a sudden it starts. And the person who is giving this jerk, the person he was giving push, he gets a sudden jerk as if he is going to just fall down. I don't know how many of you have this experience. Why? Because he is attached with something which is actually not permanent. It's when what will happen we do not know. In this material world, everything is when it's going in my pace, when it will start, all of a sudden it will start moving in such a high acceleration, we do not know. So this material world is such like that. As soon as we identify something asasvata, avastava, we are keeping ourselves in a dangerous situation, right? Now sometimes when in early childhood days, we used to go with the cycle to the school. So sometimes we used to, sometimes we have to go up on the road, there's an elevation, right? Slopes. So when any some another matador or this type of vehicles used to go, we used to just attach with that. And in that way we used to go some distance, right? So long we are attached with that, we will go in the same pace, right? So it's like that. This material world is asasvatam. And as soon as we identify ourselves with avasta vastu, then we will get the same experience, avastava experience. Sirachhedanam yatha. Then another example that Maitreya Rishi tells, Yatha jale chandramasa kampadi satkirto guna. The Supreme Lord Krishna is like moon. Moon. So beautiful moon. It is there somewhere. Yeah, moon is there somewhere. I'm not quoting the version of modern scientists. The moon is a satellite of Earth which is moving. But moon is a heavenly planet, is somewhere static. Yeah. But here we see in the water that moon, when it is seen in the water, when the water is having different movement, that the same moon seems to be shaking. So here Srila Prabhupada very beautifully tells that this moon is Krishna and the moon in the water is, who is that? Living entities? Are you sure? The rays of moon is living entities. We are actually reflection of moon. We are reflection of moon, the same moon. But it seems to be shaking because we are identifying, the rays of the moon is identifying with the water, being identified with the water. So it seems to like shaking. But the Mayavadi tells that what? We are also same moon. We are also same moon. We are also God. That's what they say. So in the water there is one thing is that there is always these waves of three modes of material nature. That's why we are not able to see the connection of that moon with that real moon. A second thing is that water could be dirty also. Right? When water is dirty, can we see the moon? In the dirty water, can we see the moon? Cannot see the moon. So Srila Prabhupada very beautifully tells that this waves is actually three modes of material nature. And also at another place in Second Canto, 5th chapter, text number 8, Parikshit Maharaj tells that the water is putrefied, having turbidity of different anarthas. Anarthas like lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion. So these 6 things. What is the solution for that? For the 3 modes as well as this turbidity because of the connection with 3 modes. What is the solution? Yeah, correct. So here it is told that nivṛtti-dharmeṇa vāsudevānukampayā bhagavad-bhakti-yogena. By performing devotional service in temperament of detachment, then what happens? Vāsudevānukampayā. The mercy of Supreme Lord is bestowed. Right, Supreme Lord. In that place, a very beautiful sloka comes of how this autumnal rain, when is poured down in the water, dirty water, then it cleanses the whole water. In autumn season, somewhere around September, October, you see all the water bodies are like clean, perfectly clean. Even our Mother Ganga also, like Mother Ganga is always clean and pure and sublime, it's pavitra. Yet in the autumn season you see perfectly clean, right? Why it happens? Because of autumnal rain. Autumnal rain, when it pours down, it finishes all the turbidity, all the dirtiness. So how this anukampa takes place? By the mercy of Vaishnavas, pure devotees. When somebody comes in association of devotees, then one can really feel the Vāsudeva anukampa, the mercy of Vāsudeva. Then everything happens. Sansāradāva nalalīdha loka tranaya karunna ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande gurau shri charanarvindam. So this sansara dava nal, Guru is showering that autumnal rain. And what happens by that? This forest fire finishes, or when that rain drops in the dirty water. Sometimes in these days also, some days before, we had so much of air. Before rain comes, so much air comes, so much of gust of wind comes. So all the water body gets agitated. High tides and what's called rivers also, they have different dirtiness starts coming in. But when this rain happens, then what happens? Everything becomes very peaceful, very, very peaceful. Water body also become very. Then that time, when we come away from these three modes of material nature, how it happens? By mercy of Vaishnavas only. How that mercy of Vaishnava comes? By hearing. Right? We go to Vaishnava and we say that, okay, Prabhuji, I come here, or a spiritual master. What is there in association of Vaishnava? We should go for hearing from Vaishnava and serving from Vaishnava. And then that mercy anukampa we can get. Mahaprabhu, Guru, what he does, especially Vaishnava and Guru, I mean using interchangeably, because Vaishnava and Guru is almost same. Guru is Vaishnava, right? So, Mahaprabhu kirtana nirtya gita vaditra madhyan manaso rasena. So when a spiritual master glorifies Krishna, Mahaprabhu, or Mahaprabhu, and disciple hears, then what happens? The real service takes place. By that service, what happens? He is getting away from this influence of three modes of material nature. That's very, very important to understand. Once, just recently I was reading Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Srila Prabhupada in 1967, he got this heart attack in New York. And he told to his early disciples that I am going back to India. I may come back, may not come back. Everyone was thinking that then what will happen to us? Who will lead us? Maybe one of Srila Prabhupada's god brother will come. So they were just thinking differently, different things. And once again, Srila Prabhupada actually returns back in 1967, somewhere around December. Or then there was like waves of happiness in the hearts of devotees, right? And after that, everybody started thinking that Srila Prabhupada is not ordinary man, and he has to be taken care. We cannot just let Swamiji doing whatever, stretch as much as he can. So Srila Prabhupada was he was having the same pace of service. He was not affected by heart attack or whatever. Devotees were telling Prabhupada, you can take rest. Srila Prabhupada used to go to bed around 10 or 11. Again he will get up at around 1:30, maybe 2, and he will do his service. So one devotee told Swamiji, why don't you take rest? Because your health is a great asset for us. So Prabhupada told, I have to always remain on the transcendental platform. I have to keep doing this service. Because of his transcendental position, many millions of living entities are able to make themselves stable. Otherwise, we are always shaking into three modes of material nature. Right? Always we are dirty. So Srila Prabhupada, his early disciples, he was giving such huge responsibilities. He was telling devotees that you go this place, you start a center, you go this place. If you want to get married, no problem. Marry and go and start something, right? So he went Mukunda Prabhu to San Francisco. He was there in Los Angeles, 1968, January. And Satsarup Maharaj in Boston, not that time, he was not Maharaj, I think. And Subal Prabhu to Santa Fe, so like that he sent. And Prabhupada was there in Los Angeles. Just 5 days that got over. And when Srila Prabhupada, after lunchtime, having little nap, he gets up and he sees that Subal is here. Srila Prabhupada says, Subal, you are here? I just told you to, I sent you to Santa Fe, no? You are here, how come I see you here? So Subal is simply crying tears. Srila Prabhupada, he's crying tears. My wife left me. My wife left you. Wife's name was Krishna Dasi. They were both together friends, girlfriend, boyfriend. And Srila Prabhupada got them married with yajna and all. How come it happened? She is my legitimate disciple, Prabhupada says. And she is a legitimate wife. How could she left? Yes, Swami, what happened? So actually I went to my house, I went to my home for a few days, telling that, no, you take care of temple responsibilities to my wife, Krishna Dasi. And in temple, some another boy came and just ran away with that boy. So what to do, Srila Prabhupada? Then Prabhupada could really understand that this fellow is undergoing very huge turmoil, waves. So Srila Prabhupada tells that, don't worry, I will write to Krishna Dasi, she is my disciple, and I will tell her to join you, either join you or join me. Okay? So you please go to your service, go back to Santa Fe, you start your service again. So he went again. Then again Srila Prabhupada is thinking like this. And again Srila Prabhupada thinks that, why did I come here in USA? Just to sort out this marriage things? Fight between husband and wives? I didn't come here. I would have been there in Vrindavan chanting Harinam. Oh, there. So Srila Prabhupada is thinking like that. He wrote actually the letter to Krishna Dasi. The Krishna Dasi tells that, Swamiji, I liking Krishna consciousness, but I don't want to practice Krishna consciousness with him, with Subal, but another friend. So Srila Prabhupada said, this is rascaldom, this is nonsense. So how can you do like that? So if you have love for me or Krishna, please return back. But that day never come. So Subal, again he comes back. Again comes to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada tells, yeah, Subal, I understand your things. So this is the material world, always shaking. And this is the lesson you should understand. Whether Krishna Dasi comes back or not, you should understand that this is the material world. And see, this is not a such big thing, wonderful thing that she left you or she left the service of Krishna. But it's so wonderful that you are still in the service. It's so wonderful, you are still in the service. And Srila Prabhupada, one afternoon time, sitting just beneath the tree, he was seeing some insects, flies in the garden. So 2 butterflies were moving, flying together. Sometimes you see butterflies are flying together like this, and go from one place to another. So see these 2 butterflies. This husband and wife is everywhere, even in the insects also. So don't worry about that. Take this mahogany wood and carve out Radha Krishna deities for me. Srila Prabhupada tells. And he tells that, see, this material world is very hard like this mahogany wood. But if you could carve out Krishna, Radha Krishna out of it, that is the success. That is actually the utilization of this material world. Otherwise, there is no utilization practically. You cannot find any worthy thing to be done in this material except Navida Bhakti. And trying to get attached with Krishna, nothing. There is nothing as important as this in this material. If somebody out of illusory energy thinks, then he will get these jerks. He will cry. He will cry for them, because of Maya. There is certain of it. One has to get certain of it. So association of Vaishnavas is very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. Srila Prabhupada would have been not there, what would happen? Yeah. Srila Prabhupada told that if you are not able to digest it, you are not able to keep yourself peaceful, come back to me, stay with me. And he stayed back. And he was so peaceful, so happy. So we see in this material world, these waves are always there. But devotional service in nivṛtti-marga is very important. One has to undergo with this. One has to accept, one has to embrace this nivṛtti. Otherwise, okay, devotional service is happening along with our material sense gratification is also happening. Pravritti-marga, devotional service also, there could be one way, right? Like we see Chitraketu Maharaj. Chitraketu Maharaj becomes such a great devotee, king of Gandharvas, and he was doing devotional service, glorifying the Lord upon his airship, a special airship, not like this, along with his wives, and he was moving around. And he was performing devotional service, but he was tinged with some pravritti marg. But Krishna wanted to give him a special mercy. So he happened to move near somewhere in the Kailas, and there he sees that, oh, Lord Shiva is giving Srimad Bhagavatam class, keeping wife on the lap, and just tells this Lord Shiva only can do. His way of he was actually meaning to say that Lord Shiva is such great soul that he only can do this. But Mother Parvati took in another way. Like, who knows, who will think what? Your way of thinking, doing good is something else, but somebody may think something else also. Yeah, that could happen. This is material world. And Mother Parvati curses him, or you become demon, and that's... So in that condition, Chitraketu Maharaj accepted it. Because he had got the mercy of Sankarshan. So he tells that Guna Pravaha tasmin ka sapa ka anugraha. This material world is Guna Pravaha. This material world is moving because of these three modes of materialism. Ka sapa, what is this sap? Ka anugraha. Who can do great favor to you? No, except a Vaishnava. Who can do great favor to you and who can curse you? It's all Guna Pravaha, just because of the interaction of three modes of materialism. Ka swarga, ka narako. Ka sukham dukkham. What is sukha and what is dukkha? So when one really had got the mercy of a Vaishnava, then his vision changes practically. Mercy of Vaishnava means what? He have got a service attitude for the words of his spiritual master. In just further number of slokas, the same thing is again being told here. Vidurji tells about service of Sri Guru. He tells, Yat sevaya bhagavatah kutasthasya madhudushaha ratiraso bhavet tivra padayor vyasanardanaha. By serving the feet of spiritual master, text 19 in the same chapter. By serving the feet of the spiritual master, one is enabled to develop transcendental ecstasy in the service of the personality of Godhead. Right? Transcendental ecstasy. Just by, forget about serving, contemplating that I will serve the instruction of my spiritual master. It is such a great power. Because everything in material world is shaking, but few things are not shaking. Krishna is not shaking, but we don't have any connection. And who is in connection with Krishna, who is not shaking? His Guru. He is not shaking like we are, our three modes. Somebody holds the instruction which is also not shaking, then he will be saved. He will be saved. Otherwise, he will get into circus. And his life will be very, very difficult. Very difficult. So, who is unchangeable enemy? He is unchangeable. Madhu Dvishaha, Kutasthas. Kutastha means unchangeable. He is unchangeable enemy of the Madhu demon and whose service vanquishes one's material existence. So this is very, very crucial to understand. To meditate upon the instruction of Acharyas, to meditate upon the instruction of Sri Guru. Yeah, one really, if you want to get into this, otherwise, same Vidurji tells here, there are two types of people that are very happy. Just some numbers look at before. One person who is first class fool, yasya mudhatamo loke, yasya buddhe param gataha. Somebody is mudhatama means mahamurkh, means mudhatama means mudha, mudhtar and mudhatama. Mudha is mudha. There is a sloka in Bhagavad-Gita. Avajananti ma mudha, the fool is. Mudha, one is fool. One is fooler and one is foolest. Mudhatama. That person, and another is yach buddhe param gataha. His buddhi has gone to param, into the service and the desire with param gataha. Ta bhahu sukame deta. Only these two people are in happiness. Klishyanti antarito jana. And those people are in between. Their life is very difficult. Their edata klishyanti antaritaha janaha. Those are in between, antarit. So we have option. You can say, Prabhuji, this is too much, Oh, I have like geo life, just live a life, cool life. No, we don't have any other option. We have other two options. Which option you will choose? First option, second option. First option, second option. Second option only, right? So that second option must be chosen very, very immediately. Buddha param gataha. The intelligence should be param gataha. Always, not even missing a moment. Krishna, Srila Prabhupada says, not even missing the moment. You have to cry, Krishna, please save me. Unless we cry, Krishna won't listen. Right? Yeah, this is truth. Krishna, unless you cry, Krishna won't listen. It's not like you cried once and after that you have, no, moment to moment. Buddha paramgata. Then there is relief, then there is transcendental ecstasy. And when it comes to meditating the instruction of Guru, then it's very fast, it's catalyzed, very, very fast. One is able to realize that. So this is very simple, yet one has to be very, very cautious also. Sridvanta sardhaya nityam grinantasya swachaistitam. One has to accept with his sincere effort. It should be sincere effort. That must be sincere effort. That much only is sufficient for getting the Vāsudevānukampayā, the mercy of Vāsudeva. Yeah. So also because today is Vakreshwar Pandit's appearance day. Today is Vakreshwar Pandit's appearance day. So we'll discuss a little bit of Sripad Vakreshwar Pandit Prabhu. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a description of Vakreshwar Pandit. In Adi Lila, where the different limbs of the tree of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire tree is described. So Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes very nicely about the identification of Srila Vakreshwar Pandit. Vakreshwar Pandita Prabhur Bado Priya Bhritya. And all of you can recite also. It's very simple. Vakreshwar Pandit Prabhur Bado Priya Bhritya. Ek bhave 26 prahar jara nritya. Vakreshwar Pandit, the fifth branch of the tree, was a very dear servant of Lord Chaitanya's. He could dance with constant ecstasy for 72 hours. In Gaur Ganodas Deepika, it is stated Vakreshwar Pandit was an incarnation of Aniruddha. And one more, it is told by Dhyanachand Goswami. Dhyanachandra Goswami is a grand disciple of Sri Vakreshwar Pandit. The Vakreshwar Pandit disciple was the Gopal Guru Goswami. The same Gopal Guru who tells Mahaprabhu that while passing his stool also you should chant the holy name. The Gopal Guru. So Gopal Guru's disciple is Dhyanachandra Pandit. The Dhyanachandra Goswami. Dhyanachandra Goswami is written in a book, Dhyanachandra Paddhati. In that he tells that this Vakreshwar Pandit is none other than Tungvidya Sakhi. Tungvidya Sakhi is very much apt into dancing and different arts. So same Tungvidya Sakhi comes as Sri Vakreshwar Pandit. Then text 18. आपने महाप्रभु गाए जार नृत्य काले प्रभु चरण धोरी वक्रेश्वर बोले. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally sang while Vakreshwar Pandit danced, and thus Vakreshwar Pandit fell at the lotus feet of the Lord and he spoke as follows. So when Mahaprabhu used to sing, Vakreshwar Pandit used to dance. Dasa sahasra gandharva more deho chandra mukha tar gaye mui nacho tabe mora sukha. So Srila Vakreshwar Pandit asked Mahaprabhu that, O Chandramukh, O Lord Sri Chaitanya Dev, please give me 10,000 Gandharvas. Let them sing as I dance and then I will be greatly happy. So, style of dancing. One devotee, some number of devotees they sing in which we also have some opportunity to dance, right? More number of devotees, better dance goes, right? How many of this experience? Yeah, that's good. So, then it is Prabhu bole tumi mora paksha eka shakha akashe uthima ajadi pau ar pakha. Akashe uthimo jadi pau ar pakha. So Mahaprabhu tells that you are like my one wing of a bird. If I get another wing like you, then I can just fly in the sky. So Vakreshwar Pandit is very special devotee. He is the person, he gave the opportunity for Devanand Pandit to get forgiven. You remember in Navadip, in Kulyagram. So in Kulyagram, Devanand Pandit was a very great scholarly Bhagavat reciter. And he was reciting Bhagavatam along with his disciples. And somehow Srivas Thakur happened to be there. So even though he was not a devotee, he was a jnani type of devotee. And he was reciting Bhagavatam. Srivas Thakur felt such a transcendental ecstasy and he started behaving like a urchin, like a madman. You know, one gets transcendental ecstasy, one starts feeling different caricatures he starts showing. So by seeing these disciples of this Devanand Pandit, he thought that this fellow is making disturbance here. So, Gurudev, this fellow is making disturbance, what to do? Just throw him away from there. So, some of them they lifted Srivas Pandit on the throne. And that became such a huge offense. And Mahaprabhu told that I will show this Devanand Pandit. I will chastise him. So Devanand Pandit understood that I committed such a huge offense and Mahaprabhu is going to punish me. So Mahaprabhu was giving prema to everyone except some few, like those who are offenders, they are not given prema. So he started chastise Devanand Pandit. And he told that unless you serve Bhagavatam, you cannot read Bhagavatam. So Mahaprabhu left taking sannyas to Puri. So before that only, once before taking sannyas, this Vakreshwar Pandit was dancing in Navadip. So when he was dancing like 72 hours of dance, and so many people has thronged, just trying to see that what a wonderful Harinam Sankirtan is happening. Vakreshwar Pandit dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing without stop. So everybody was thronging around and he have got the lesson from Mahaprabhu, Devananda Pandit, and he came and he took a stick, a lathi that we say, and he was telling, hey, let Vakreshwar Pandit dance nicely. Don't just rush into it, no? Let him dance. So he did this service. And Mahaprabhu understood that this service has been done by him. So when Mahaprabhu came back for Ramkeli, so for delivering Rupa and Sanatan, so Mahaprabhu came through this Kulyagram, and there he gave the mercy to Devananda Pandit. So Vakreshwar Pandit Mahashay ki. So like to pray to Vaishnavas, all of you out here, Sri Guru, because I am such a new and novice, maybe some mistakes would have happened. Please forgive me. Please bestow your causeless mercy so that I could become a good devotee like you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Sripad Vakreshwar Pandit Mahashay ki, Gaur Premanande, Hare Krishna. So I think there is no question as such. If any comment, correction, 2 minutes are there. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. In Janmashtami, Prabhu were in there. Prabhu would have asked some questions early.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for the wonderful class. So, like my doubt is like it's mentioned that everything is dream. Like, how is it different from this Jagat Mithya thing?
Struggle.
Jagat Mithya, we say Mayavadi say, no? So it is seeming like same only, like everything is dream, and they also say everything is like Jagat Mithya. So how they are different? Like,
see, dream is also there, but dream is also having some fact. You understand? It's happening. Somebody is dreaming and he's crying, ah, bachao. He's just running out of fear of tiger, but he's feeling it, right? It's not just that feeling is also mithya. He's feeling it. He's feeling. He's identifying with the dream. He's feeling that. Yeah. So, as Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter, first sloka, it is Trisargo Mrisha. So, it is Mrisha, but it's actually Amrisha. It is actually, because it is in connection with Krishna. This material world, whole material world is actually a dream. But because this dream is also a dream of Mahavishnu. That's why it's actually having, this is reality. This is reality. We cannot say that this dream is having no fact. Okay, Mayavadis sometimes they say that we are not suffering. Suffering is in mind, but suffering is real. Suffering is real. This is truth. Suffering is real. So we cannot say that no, everything is mithya. It's not mithya. This is truth. That suffering is truth. Suffering is there. But why? Because misidentifying ourselves. It's not mithya, but it's real. This is what maybe Nitaichandra Prabhu could give some more. Yes.
Just like in a computer, virtual reality, or anything else that you see in a computer, actually there are only zeros and ones, but they are combined together to give an appearance of different things. But you know that computer language, there's only zeros and ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, but the combination produces certain effects. That's all. So, the Mayavadis, they say that zeros and one don't exist.
Yeah.
But we say 0 and 1 exists. But so when the Bhagavatam speaks about it is illusory, it means that the manifestation is illusory. It's actually only zeros and ones, but it is creating a certain effect, which is illusory. But 0 and 1 is not illusory. Yeah. That is the point that that we need to understand according to our philosophy. And Prabhupada says also, this what we are right now experiencing is a daydream.
Yeah, daydream.
So you have night dream and he says daydream. So it's just because the manifestation is all, you only have matter, which combination is creating a certain effect. After some time it will collapse. And again it will go back to zero, like as computers, 0 and 1.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So it's all like material energy of the Lord. Ultimately everything is energy of the Lord, which is actually real. So, but material energy brings different types of varieties of manifestation. The different varieties of manifestations are there, but it is temporary. But it's actually real. We are able to see it's real. This thing. But thing is that so long a living unit is not seeing the connection of that with Krishna, he is actually dreaming only. So opening the eyes means as soon as we see the connection of Krishna with anything, means we are opening the eyes. We are coming out of this dream and dreamy, horrible sufferings and experiences. Hare Krishna. Thanks. Yes, please.
So I was hearing an example regarding this topic, like dream and reality. So like Prabhupada says about the example of a rope and a snake. So thinking that rope as a snake or snake as a rope, that is what the Mayavadis are doing. But we know that the snake is real and the rope is real. No, we cannot think that as this, as that. So that is the what the Mayavadis are doing. They are creating this illusion that it's mithya. Snake is rope, rope is snake, like that. So this is what I heard.
Yeah. The rope is also real and snake is also real.
But don't think that these are same,
Yeah.
Snake is not rope, rope is not snake.
Yeah. In ignorance, we may understand rope to be snake. We may be fearful. Both are real. Okay, so Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.